We want to go to our Babs Santos, and Babs wanted to know what this debate could mean to undecided voters. Babs, what did you find out?
Well, we spent the day talking with many voters here in River Falls who told us they had a variety of plans in place to try to watch that debate that just wrapped up. And actually, even as of today, some voters said they still were unsure of how they plan to vote in only a few months.
It's going to be a game time decision.
It could be up to the day of.
Across the border in a swing state that came down to only 20,000 or so votes in our last presidential election, this fall, each and every vote in Wisconsin is likely to matter again. But in River Falls, there are still some voters who have yet to make up their minds.
It's just one of those things. I don't know. I'm always undecided. I'm not registered anything.
From parks to outside of gas stations on River Falls Main Street to the campus of the University of Wisconsin River Falls, undecided voters listed a range of key issues this election season, from the economy to our position on the world stage and more.
To see this country change, more peace, how they're gonna control gun violence and how they're gonna control racism and make it more diverse.
On Tuesday, as voters took in the first presidential debate between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, it was these undecided voters who the candidates may have been out to impress the most. And in River Falls, for good reason.
I think people need to earn it, and frankly, I don't think either one of them has earned my vote, but we'll see.
I think I'm close.
I'm not necessarily leaning all the way, but right now, as we speak, I'm leaning towards Trump.
And while those undecided voters could make or break things here and around the state, around the country in only a few months, it is worth pointing out, just to talk to a handful of undecided voters today, we had to talk to more than 100 people who had already made their minds up. Live in River Falls, Babs Santos, Fox 9.
All right. Well,